It's only one way. You know the motto. Be great.
Can't lose. Had to go and get it back, now I got two. Jordan
Let's all take a cheers, man.
Facts.
For real, more life. More life.
Woo, that's how we feeling today.
Woo!
Yeah.
Well, that's a fact. All right, so what we about to get into now is just talk about what's going on. I guess I'm gonna go first and things like that. Yo, since the very first episode, I always said if you're not really you're not really sure about stocks or investment, anything like that, follow one of the greatest, and that's Warren Buffett.
Okay.
So I was reading an article. It said if you would have invested in Bank of America 10 years ago with $1,000, you would have almost over $4,000. Now, the reason why I brought that up is because if you check out, Warren Buffett's top 10 holdings for Berkshire Hathaway, that's his company, the number 2 is Bank of America. And right now they're doing, I want to say 21 cents per share. And he has, according to this article, over 1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
So when we talking about that, when you do that and you add that up and they give it 21 cents per quarter, so that's over $800 million every year.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So that's real. That's why I always say, like, yo, if you're not sure about what the analysis of it and whatever, follow one of the greatest that ever did it. His number 1 holding is Apple. You know what I'm saying? And we all know if you would have invested $1,000 10 years ago in Apple, you'd be up right now.
Right.
So and you know what I mean. So that's one of the key things that I always talk about. If you're not into the analysis, follow one of the greatest that ever did it. You know what I mean? What you got?
Yeah, what I got, and I think, I don't know if it was the last episode or 2 episodes ago, I was talking about, me, quitting my job, looking for a new one. So, in the past couple of weeks I've been interviewing, and I don't even know if I'm per se supposed to be talking about it, but I'm gonna drop some gems.
Okay, talk about it.
So I was interviewing with this one company called Fisker. So basically it's an EV. So just like Tesla, but it's up and coming, and it's gonna give Tesla a run for their money. So everybody should be on the watch out for Fisker.
Okay.
The cars are really affordable. Electric vehicles, obviously.
Need that right now.
Right.
Yes.
And they have a rollout plan, so it's gonna be big. You know what I mean? So I believe they're gonna drop. They made me sound like an NDA, so I'm not gonna talk too much. But they doing their thing. So everybody should be on the lookout for Fisker. Once they probably go public, everybody should just. Matter of fact, you can actually buy it now. They have a stock,
really?
yeah. So you can go grab some.
It's
stock.
listed?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's there. So
yeah, I'm gonna check them out.
it's cheap. It's cheap, so everybody should go in now. Because I don't think there's really another car that compares to Tesla. Tesla pretty much has that space right now.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So when there's competition, a lot of people will side with that. So that would be a good tip. So yeah, Brandon, you got anything?
Nah, I mean, so with me, like, I don't really pay attention to stocks, and I know I should.
Yeah.
I know I should, because I feel like being here on this podcast, like, I feel like y'all drop the gems of being able to, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to financial literacy, like, you need to have this, especially in our community. Like, we don't, in our community, we not taught this, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I definitely need to do more research, but I like, when it comes to like Apple, Microsoft, stuff like that, like, I have like a little bit of shares in, but I've never like actually sat down and like, oh, let me look at this company or whatever, and like, you know what I'm saying? And we need to be able to do that more often, you know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Yo, it's crazy because, all right, so for an example, like me and Brandon probably link up like on an annual basis at Jevons, AKA Cootie, on the ones and twos, but. And one thing he said last year, he was like, yo, buy Bitcoin. He was like, yo, I don't care whatever you're doing.
Yeah, right.
Put some, whether it's $5, $1 in there. He was like, yo, put some money in there. You know what I mean? And see what happens. So you into crypto?
Yeah, for sure. I do have Bitcoin for sure. That was the first thing I bought before I even bought stocks.
Yeah.
I had Bitcoin for sure.
Yeah.
Because Bitcoin, it was so new at the time when I got it. It was like, yo, this is like on the up and up, and it's like, that's where they were starting to put it on Cash App.
Yeah.
Like buy and stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, well, let me I got Cash App.
Yeah.
Just buy something.
Too easy to buy.
Yeah, so then I just did it, and then like I don't even touch it. I just let it do its thing.
Right.
And that was the first thing I ever got. And yeah, Bitcoin's the wave. But
so I know like somebody who's listening, and to be honest, sometimes myself, if it's that high, why are you like still like, you know what I mean, investing?
honestly, I just feel like the future, like the way technology is set up and everything now, like you don't know what is gonna like, what you're gonna use, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, if they're gonna start using Bitcoin to like I can make payments like when I'm out and about, like, oh, I just got Bitcoin, I'm gonna use this. Why not just, you know what I'm saying? Just to see. Just to see, because you don't know what's gonna happen. So
why not?
Yeah, and you know what's like crazy is that like when I was looking at Bitcoin and it was around like $10,000. This was like 2020. And I'm like, yo, I missed that wave.
Yeah,
I'm done. I was like, yo, I missed that wave. But to see it go up to like $50,000, $60,000, that's 6 times whatever you would have put in there. So it's like, you know what I mean? You just never know. And right now, like Bitcoin, like when you watch TV shows, they mention Bitcoin
all the time.
Movies.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying? It's like now it might be a real thing. So you never know. You never know.
Yeah, I remember. I believe it was at Josh's crib. He threw a party at his mom's crib. Shout out to Josh.
Shout out to Josh.
And I think this is when Apple did a split.
Oh yeah,
and I remember. I think you was talking about buying Apple during the split. You copped it, right?
Yeah, for
you
sure.
Still have it?
For sure.
Yeah.
I think Apple is like my favorite because they're always evolving their products.
Yeah,
like,
that's
everything. Like iPhones. Every single year we get a new iPhone.
And everybody's gonna buy it.
Watches. Everybody needs a computer. We using a computer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just felt like Apple was like one of those like long term things. Like you don't even gotta touch it. Just put a little bit in here at a time. And I think sometimes people get confused like when it comes to investing that you gotta like put a whole bunch of money in. Nah, just put in a little bit here at a time. Like do what you can, but ultimately that money's gonna move for you, and you're not really gonna have to do too much.
Exactly. And the cool thing is like you can do fractional shares.
Facts.
So like you can put $50, you know what I mean, $10, whatever kind of amount that you got, you can do that on a weekly basis, and there you go. Next thing you know, you got hella shares.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So
because don't you get paid out dividends?
You do. Last time I checked, it was I want to say, I think 21 cents.
Last time I read something was like 20 cents a share.
20 cents?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. And like I don't want to go back to Warren Buffett, but that's one of his. That's what he do. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, he buy a lot of shares that do dividends, and he get his money back over time. Yo, when you look at the history of Warren Buffett's wealth, it really didn't start accumulating until he was about 50, 60, till he was older. Yeah. Because over time, that's exactly what happened. So it's like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Nice. Yeah, let's get into
right.
OKB. Now, I'm a fan of the journey, right? I like to know where people started.
Wow.
And where, I don't want to say where they ended, but the journey getting to where you want to get to.
Right.
Sure.
You know what? We didn't give OKB a proper
introduction.
We didn't. We need to redo it. We need to redo it.
Yo, no cap.
Listen, up and coming artist, South Jersey rapper. Let me tell you, artist.
For real. Talk to him.
Artist. Yo, I remember. I had a pop-up shop last summer. Summer. I reached out to him. I'm like, yo, can you perform? He's like, yo, I'm there. He ain't asked no questions. Nothing like that. How many songs? Anything. He was like, yo, I'm there, I'm pulling up or whatever. Right. Yo, and moved the crowd. Like he had it was definitely like, yo, I'm like, yo, this guy is like, yo, something special, yo, for real.
I appreciate that, man.
I ain't gonna lie. You know, I live with Devin. Shout out to Devin.
Okay. I didn't know y'all lived together.
Yeah, we live in the same crib.
Shout out to Devin.
We be in the same crib. Yeah. And we be, looking at V's posts and be like, damn, like, this nigga deserve it. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a
and he gonna make it too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we be looking like, damn. Like, I remember we went to his crib. He probably doesn't even know this story. We was, fucking around in the studio and shit.
Yeah.
And in his room, he has almost like a to-do list board. And it said, you know, record, do 20 push-ups, 10 sit-ups. You know what I mean? Just, and I'm like, and it was repetitive. I'm like, damn, this guy's focused. You know what I mean? It's the work ethic for me. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's a fact though.
So I'm like, damn.
Yeah, even like following, you know what I mean, following him on Instagram. Yo, it's content.
What's that song by in the morning? Song wake up in the morning and get in the morning.
Wake up in the morning.
Nah.
Top of the morning.
Every morning. I'm like, dang, you in the morning in the gym. I'm like, yo. Yeah, what am I doing? You feel me? I gotta get up and do the same.
Yo, if he's not in the gym, he doing like home workouts.
Recording.
Like,
you know what I mean? Okay, B. Actually, you guys should say your Instagram for everybody.
Yeah, my Instagram is OKB official, and it's OKA3Ys BEE official.
Yeah, man. I love the content on your gram, bro. It's very inspiring.
I appreciate that, bro.
Very motivating.
I appreciate
that.
I mean, honestly, so my thing is like, behind my brand OKB is not only just black and yellow, which you see, whatever, but I really believe in, you know, being great. You know what I'm saying? Be great is my motto. So like the one thing I try to carry on like into my daily life, not just on social media, is just like I'm trying to be the best version of myself at all times. So if I can inspire people to do that when it comes to music, when it comes to health, whatever the case may be, in any aspect of your life, I want people to try to be great, you know what I'm saying? Be the best version of yourself. So I be in the gym early in the morning, like top of the morning, like let's go. Like I'm getting it because I know like ultimately like if you ain't got your health, what you really got, you know what I'm saying? You can have wealth, but if you can't be alive to have it, then, you know what I'm saying? So and it all starts in your mind too. Like your mindset is the most important thing. So like you said when you came to my crib and you seen the to-do list, like if you see the things that you want to do instead of just keeping it in your head, like if you actually write it out, you know what I'm saying? You're more inclined to do it. It gets done, you know what I'm saying? So but that introduction was crazy. I appreciate that for you.
Nah.
You
deserve it.
You asked me to pop up, bro. Anything y'all need, bro. I got my homies, bro, for sure. Like,
I'm telling you, it was like no questions or whatever. I'm there.
It's crazy because that was my first performance too, like ever, ever.
Yo, I'm telling you,
he did it like
it was like he did it before, like he been here before, like. Yo, I'm telling you, yo, it was something to see.
It's just in me, bro. Like, well, so you had asked the question, well, like, where did you like kind of start or whatever?
Yeah,
so
where did it come from? Where did it start? Cause I knew like I met you in college. Actually, I met you like before that. We probably don't know. I met you on the football field. You probably didn't even know. At the All-Star game. I think you was in the All-Star. A spring league.
Nah, I didn't play football till
got that wrong, bro.
Till freshman year
of high school.
Of high school. That was when I first started playing football.
For real? Mm-hmm. Oh damn. Anyway. Yeah. So I met you. I guess in college. I knew you was going to Willie P. Mm-hmm. And then for some reason you stopped going.
Yeah.
And I remember I think it was during the summer. We saw some artist in the club, and he was talking to him for mad long.
Oh yeah, he was there. I remember that. I remember that.
And I'm like,
that's crazy.
But at this point, I didn't know he wanted to make music. Like I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know.
So I was like, what is he talking to this guy? Man,
he's giving like a real throwback.
Yeah. So I'm trying to understand. At what point did you like no? I want to do music.
Wow.
Yeah, just take me back.
All right, cool. So I had left William Patterson. I was in college for 2 years, and I left Willie P in 2014. And when I came home, I didn't really have any type of direction of what I wanted to do with my life. Like when I was in school, I was undeclared. You feel me? I felt like I had to go to college because my older brother went. My brother, he's 5 years older than me. He was an engineer, went to TC&J, straight A student, like top of the like real smart. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I had to do that to like follow in his steps type thing. But when I got to college, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then while I was there, it's so funny that we talking about this too. One of my closest friends there, when everybody was picking their majors, they was like, "Oh, B, what do you want to do?" I was like, "Bro, I really don't know." But honestly, like I want to do music production. Like it just like someone was just like, "Yo, you need to do music production." And William Patterson is actually like really well known for their music program.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they are. So then my boy, he was like, "Bro, you can't make no money doing that. Like, you can't do that." One of my day ones, but nothing against him, bro. Shout out to him because y'all gonna see how life comes full circle.
Yeah, it always.
So I actually listened to what he said when he told me that. I was like, man, I ain't about do this. I'm gonna just stay undeclared. And then, so after my sophomore year, I didn't go back because I wasn't about to waste money. Just like, not, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I came home. I ended up going to community college for a little bit. And after you go to a 4-year school and go to community, I was like, no, this is not for me. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? No. Started working. I'm doing job here, trying to open up businesses here, this and the third. Nothing is clicking, but I realized I knew I needed to continue to try everything. You know what I'm saying? You have to try in order to figure out what you like. You know what I'm saying? If you don't try, you'll never know.
Right.
So I came home, bro. Like just this laptop right here that we looking at, my cousin, he had the same one, right? And he, in high school, he used to make music in like a rap group. And my cousin, he's my brother's age, he's 33. So when I would go over his crib, he was always making music still, like just out of fun, like out of like habit. Like he don't really take it serious, but he was just doing it for fun. Yeah. So I was over there and he was like, yo, why don't you make a song, bro? Like, why don't you be over here all the time, like, you don't never want to record nothing? And I was like, bro, I don't rap, I don't sing, I don't do none of this, right? But I knew in the back of my mind, like, I always was, like, musically inclined. So I was like, yo, why would I not try? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was, like, him and, like, 3 of his boys that was there that day. And it was like, yo, it was like, B, make a song. So I was like, no, I'm not going to make a song. I'm going to make a hook for y'all, and then y'all can rap. Do y'all thing, right? The hook, I came up with the hook in, like, 5 minutes.
You remember the hook?
Yeah, for sure. What you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Like, go down, booty, go round and round, go round and round, go up. Go down, booty, go round. All right, like that. So like, boom. I came up with that in like 5 minutes. So then I was like, yo, I'm doing the verse to this song. Like, there's no way I'm not doing the verse, right? So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna come back tomorrow and I'm gonna lay a verse, right? I'm gonna lay the verse. So I come back, the verse takes me like 40 minutes, right? Mind you, this is the first time I ever did music, right? So then when I recorded, I'm like, yo, I want to do this again. Like, I want to do this again. Like, but it wasn't like, it was still fun for me. Like, it was just like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really taking it serious as I do now. So then next thing I know, I'm asking my cousin to let me borrow his laptop. Like, he lived like 10 minutes away from me. I'm like, bro, let me get your laptop. I'll give it back to you at the end of the week. So I would just make as many songs as I can, and then just give him back the laptop for when he needed it, right? Next thing I know, like the habit just got to the point where I was just like, I started writing songs, like even when I didn't have a laptop, or I'm just listening to instrumentals on like YouTube and just making songs, coming up with different things. And then one of my boys from high school, I found out that he was making music too, but like for fun. And then I was like, yo, like I just made hella songs last week on my laptop. Like, you send me some stuff, I send you some stuff. And then we was like, all right, bet. Like, we made a song together, and then we was like, all right, like, let's do this for real. And then so we actually went to the studio to like record like 4 of the songs that we did. And then we was like, man, let's just put it out to the world and just like see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, we wasn't like trying to show our friends. We was like, man, let's just put this on SoundCloud. Like, this is 2015. You feel me? Like 2015, 2016. We like, yo, SoundCloud kind of going a little crazy. This song got like 5,000, 6,000 plays, and we just started. You know what I'm saying? So we like, all right, bet, like, let's do this for real. Like, let's do this for real. And shout out to him, because he was like the one that actually made me like, yo, we can actually do this. Like, you're actually like good enough to like pursue it. And I feel like, I don't even want to say good enough, because I feel like you never really know until you actually like put your head down and do it. You know what I'm saying? But then once you actually do it, you can't get distracted from it. Like, because it was times I feel like when I first started, I was like, man, I don't know if the world gonna receive what I'm trying to give to it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But then once I actually was like, nah, like, this is what you're called to do. Like, do it at the highest level that you can do it. And here we are, bro. I done went overseas. I done built a fan base from, you know, all over the world. You know what I'm saying? And just to be able to just be a part of this and just like say like, yo, I got to perform at my friend's pop-up shop. Like, that's dope to me. You know what I'm saying? But it's so much more that I want to do, bro. It's so much on my to-do list that I feel like I'm going to accomplish by any means necessary. So
was it like the person pushing you? Because I know before you said your day one was like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you're going to get any money out of it. So was it seeing like the 5,000, 6,000 plays? Forget what you're talking about.
For sure, that definitely encouraged me, because in the beginning, like I said, it was just for fun. And then once I actually did it like seriously and was like, all right, let me just put it out to the world. Like, not my friends. And this is crazy that we talk about this, because your friends won't support you as much as the people that don't know you, which is crazy. Which is crazy,
That's a true
but
story.
it's a very true thing. It's a very true thing, and the fact that like I found that out once I started in the game. Now I always carry that with me. Like I don't look at my friends differently because your friends look at you like your friends, but people that don't know you, they look at you like as a friend, as a fan.
Yeah.
They don't know who you are personally, but they're listening to the music that you're giving to them. Like this is good. There's no bias judgment of like who they know you are. You know what I'm saying? They don't know you personally. They're just going off of what you're feeding them.
Right. So sometimes I feel like it's a better compliment when it's from somebody you don't know.
Absolutely.
You don't know. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? Like,
it's more organic.
Right.
More organic for sure. But it was definitely encouraging to see that on my journey, because then now like I don't really pay attention to people's opinions anyway now, for real. I mean I do, but I don't, because at the end of the day, music is what makes me happy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make the music that I feel like is going to bring my energy to the world, and you know what I'm saying. Like so, ultimately, like when I'm trying to get my message across, it's like this is how I was feeling at this particular time. If you receive it, cool. If you don't, cool. You know what I'm saying? It's different strokes for different folks, but it was definitely encouraging for sure.
Yeah. How do you like? Cause like right now, like you know what I mean. Some people would say like the music industry is kind of saturated.
Yeah, definitely.
So how do you kind of just
maneuver?
keep?
Honestly, bro, it's all about just being yourself. Because honestly, like, it is oversaturated. And once I went overseas, I learned that the most. Because when I got away from home, and this is another thing I want to encourage people to do.
This was
like,
London, right? London?
Nah, so the first time I went overseas, I went to Germany. And I was only in Germany for like 2 weeks though. But then the following year, I went to Hungary, and I was in Hungary for 2.5 months. That's a long time being away from home. That's a long time being in a foreign country, you know what I'm saying? And for it to organically go the way it did, you know what I'm saying? I learned that music is a universal language.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The gap between Hungarian and English is so crazy. Like Hungarian is like top 3 hardest languages in the world to learn. Yeah, for sure. So when I went out there and I was like very active on social media, just doing what I normally do type thing.
I've seen you.
And for me to be received in a way like, yo, like I really like this guy's music, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then for people to want to get to know me and, you know, taking pictures, bro, I experienced that an entire different lifestyle from if I was just doing it here at home, you know what I'm saying? So once I seen that and I came back home, I was like, you know what, ultimately you have to be yourself, you know what I'm saying? You can't try to be like anybody else, you know what I'm saying? Like, music is also very influential, especially when like artists like, so you see like Future and Chief Keef and people like that, they create like a whole type of wave, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, like, yeah, you get influenced by these type of things, but at the end of the day, if you want to stay around, you have to be your genuine self. You have to show people this is who you are, you know what I'm saying? So when you listen to my music, you know it's me. Like, you know it's me for sure.
And it's and then I'm gonna let you jump in by. Yo, one of the things, like, no cap, I probably never even said this, but like watching you, like I can tell, like, yo, this guy is confident in who he is as a person, because like we going way back. This is before like entrepreneur, quote unquote, was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's like, oh yeah, like you doing your thing now. But yo, he been on that way, because I remember like back then it was like, yo, go to school, get a good job. Like that was a whole wave, and I'm telling you, he was different on that. Cause I remember I had this weight the weight loss challenge.
Herbalife.
Like he been like he was really been on that type wave, and then you know the music and everything. So it's like, yo, honestly, it was just like something that you can just watch. Like, yo, no matter what, like he's still doing it. You know what I mean? With the same energetic, motivated, you know what I mean? Regardless of how it goes down, like this is what he's gonna do, and this is, you know what I mean? So it was just like kind of just seeing that progression, like just kind of, you know, see it fold and just watch and sit back like, you know, wow, like it doesn't matter, you know, whether they, you know, it's just like, yo, like I'm gonna do me, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
Sure.
Like, you know what I mean?
And I'm thankful for that too, because like I said, you gotta try everything. You feel me? So like Herbalife was great. I'm on top of my fitness. You feel me? So like I make sure of that. You feel me? Because you know what I'm saying, I can't be out here looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so that taught me that your personal development is what can help you like leave an impact in the world. You feel me? Like if you're constantly like at battle with yourself, it's going to be a lot harder to show your true self. You know what I'm saying? So Herbalife, when I was doing that and you know helping people, you know, get in shape. You feel me? Like it helped me look at myself like, all right, I got people that's like not I don't want to say relying on me, but like kind of looking at me as like, yo, bro, like you got influence when it comes to the things that you do.
Yeah.
So I was working out all the time, you feel me? I'm trying to help people be the best version of themselves. And it's like, yo, like leading fit camps to help me be comfortable in front of a lot of people.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
Side note, that's how I got into Les Brown and Eric Thomas, because you was playing it at the fit camp.
Yep.
And then from there I started listening to them
Yep.
like every morning.
That's dope.
I'm telling you, that's how I found out about, you know, just the motivation to like, you know, listen to them. I remember waking up early in the morning and listening to Les Brown and Eric Thomas.
That's
and
dope.
you know what I'm saying? If you want it bad as you,
That's dope.
you know what I mean? Like,
You'll be successful.
Yeah,
for sure.
you'll be successful.
For sure.
And that was one of the things. The only time I heard it was at his fit camp. No cap though. That's
dope.
That's a fact.
Yo, cause it's like what you hear, bro. You are what you think about.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
true,
And if you're not plugging your mind, if you're not training your mind to think like I am what I am, like I want to be this. So, but you have to think you are already that to be that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Then you can be that.
Facts.
And speaking of motivation, you know, I want to know what keeps you motivated and how, like, how do I want to put this? Like, how do you keep going? You know what I mean? Like, what keeps you, and where does it come from?
Well, it kind of changed now. So, originally, my original motivation came from, like, off of my own will to be successful. Like, I was scared to not live up to my fullest potential. Like, that scares me, bro. That scared, like, I feel like I heard a quote. It was like, yo, the biggest dream, I don't want to mess up the quote. I just know that it's pretty much along the lines that like dreams die in cemeteries. Like there's mad people. You know what I'm talking about? I can't think of the exact quote, but it's like the biggest graveyard or something is like the cemetery of dreams or something like that. Because so many people die with their dreams. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of the exact word, but you know what I'm saying? And I never wanted that to be me. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I've lost so many people in my life where like they wanted to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? Not even just people that you know have died, just people that just gave up on their dreams too. That I know. You know what I'm saying? And I never could see that for myself. Like I feel like I live every day like in my purpose. Like I'm trying to accomplish what I feel called to do, and I feel like I go off of my own self-will to not fail. You know what I'm saying? Not even just to be successful, but not to fail. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if I'm not doing what I love to do at the end of the day, then I'm failing. Like I feel like that's the ultimate goal. You need to leave an impact here on this earth for what you wanted to do, and how you give value to people. And that's music for me. You know what I'm saying? How I live my daily life, I put that in my music. You know what I'm saying? So that was like my first original motivation, but now it's my daughter. Like I'm a new father.
Let's drink to that, man.
Thank you.
Congrats, my boy.
Thank you. I'm a new father, and it's like it's an indescribable feeling. Like you know, it's so crazy that you know people that were parents that I talked to before this, they were always telling me like, bro, you just don't know how to explain it. Like the only way I can really put it is like it's when you see your own flesh in this world, and you know that is your responsibility. You want to do everything in your power to make sure that they know that their dad did everything that he could for me. You know what I'm saying? So my motivation is her. Like, I want my daughter to grow up one day and see, like, my dad did everything he could in his power to create this life that I live. And my dad did everything in his life to show people that you can be anything that you want to be in life. You know what I'm saying? So I do everything for her. Like, whether it's I gotta lose sleep, whether you know what I'm saying? Anything, bro. She's my motivation for everything.
So like how do you I know you mentioned like you know what I mean, like you gotta go after what you want and things like that. So how do you like if you're a normal person and like you know, the average person, you wanna like you have goals and you wanna be an artist or entrepreneur or whatever, but you know, like financially, you can't really pursue that full time. So how do you kind of like do what you want to do, but kind of like sustain your living?
Also, before you even answer that, you know, you're independent.
Right.
So, you know, in his crib, he has a studio set up. So how do you, I guess, you know, cut costs and really be, you know what I mean, feasible
for sure.
in things that you do?
For sure. So I gotta answer your question first before I answer this. So, but I think this kind of might answer your question too, Sheila. So, when I first started in music, and I was going to the studio and paying for this session to get this song done, and now I gotta go back to master it and all that stuff. I'm like, this don't make sense. Like, first of all, I'm busting my ass, working check to check to trying to keep bread in my pocket. Now I'm trying to fund my passion. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, I'm not telling anybody to not do that, because you have to spend money to make money, for sure. For sure. So I'm spending all this extra bread to go to the studio and get my song mixed and mastered, but I'm like, yo, like, I'm just gonna do this myself. Like I have to, whether I don't care how long it takes, I'm going to learn this craft. And that way, so when I do go to the studio with other people, no, this is how I want my voice to sound. This is how I want you. I want you to make this beat cut. I want you to take this part and move it here. You know what I'm saying? Like now I know how to operate and all that in that lane. But I built my studio because like I was like, I'm gonna save money from going to the studio. Like, no, there's no way I'm about to just keep paying somebody else to do something that I know I can just figure out myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people just are scared to do that. Like, I'd rather just pay somebody else to do it because I don't feel like being bothered with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like, and ultimately you save way more money on the back end that way. So, but yeah, honestly, bro, like, somebody who's just getting started as like an entrepreneur, I would just say, honestly, like, if it's something that you know you want to do, you have to literally, like, set, even if it's like $2, $3, $4, $5, like, you got to put some type of money to the side just to get started. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to take a while. Like, it's a journey. Like, entrepreneurship is not, like, success in this does not happen overnight at all. So you have to build up, like, the foundation of, like, all right, this is where I started from. All right, maybe I can invest a little bit more in myself now, or, you know what I'm saying? It's going to take a while, but you have to do it, like, slowly but surely, for sure. Because when I first got started, I ain't going to say I'm rich or nothing, but, like, I wasn't in the position I am now. Like, I couldn't do the things that I do now because I was paying somebody else to do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Now I save so much more bread because I could do the things that...
He took the time to learn it himself.
Exactly. Learn the craft.
Learn the craft. That's what people are so scared to actually learn the craft that they're pursuing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta know what you know what I mean? I think Nipsey Hussle even said something about like going to the studio and knowing what the engineers even do. You know what I'm saying? So that way he knows he's, you know, they're on the same page. Like, okay, he's not trying to get over on me.
Right.
Nah, do this, but you know, don't do this, blah 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 blah. So, you know. It's a beautiful thing.
Talking that language, you know what I'm saying? Like,
language.
yo, you're not about to play me, or you're not about to...
Yeah, you're not about to do that.
Yeah, like, yo, we're
I know
peers.
What I'm doing.
You know what I mean? We're peers.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah, and I like to watch people like Nipsey, too, because people like him, they really give the foundation. A lot of people don't... Yo, and I hate this, too, about our culture. In the black community, we don't give people their flowers until after they go home. Yo, Nipsey has been dropping gems since he first came in the game.
All of a sudden, everybody posting the gems.
But
it's so crazy. Nobody was posting when he was alive.
That's a fact.
It's crazy.
That's a fact, bro. And the fact that like he's been literally setting the foundation. Like, yo, I need to have leverage to be able to go to a label and do a partnership. Like, y'all don't own me. We're in partnership together. So when I think about stuff like that, I'm like, bro, I've been laying the foundation of my career for the past 5 years, right? I don't need no engineer. I can mix myself. You feel me? I work with different producers that I know personally, you know what I'm saying? But I'd rather be able to create that leverage instead of saying like, all right, I have this certain number of plays. Can y'all help me market this? You know what I'm saying? Like, when I could just do everything myself now, all right, now we're in partnership together. We're like, okay, now I could work with somebody and be like, all right, you can help me do this, and I'll give you all this. Like, you know what I'm saying? More, and rather y'all just taking everything.
The conversation is different.
You gotta have leverage. You gotta have
conversation is different.
I remember, I think you actually had the opportunity to get signed.
That's what I'm talking about.
A couple times. Yeah, Sony tried to sign me. Def Jam tried to sign me.
That's motivation within itself.
Exactly. Said Def Jam.
There was one more. I can't think of who it was. Sony Music, Def Jam, and somebody else. I can't think of who it was though.
I remember. I think I was with Devin, and we actually, me, Brandon, Devin, we all went to the club. And he told me the number.
Which club?
We went to Vera, and he told me the number that.
It was definitely 6-figure check. For sure.
Way more.
For sure.
Well, 6 figures, but
Yeah, it was up there.
Yeah. I'm like, damn. I would have took that deal.
I turned it down, bro. I turned it down because you know, when you know your worth, bro, you can move differently. You know what I'm saying? I felt like at the end of the day, I felt like for what they wanted, for the amount of money, I felt like I would have lost more than I actually gained from
wouldn't have been authentic.
Doing the deal. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Because like Master P shared that same story. Like he was like, yo, they offered me X amount of money, and he was like, yo, if they offering me this, then I know I must be worth 10 times.
And that's how I look at myself, because it's like if you say I'm doing something right, then I knew I wasn't crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I knew I wasn't crazy, and some people look at me crazy like, bro, why did you do that?
And you know it's crazy. He was talking about his brother. He was like, yo, you crazy, but sign that deal. We got X amount of people in the projects. You know what I mean? That's going so
it is crazy, bro. Like ultimately, like I hear that, but it's nobody else's job to take care of another man. You know what I'm saying? Like
I respect that.
I work hard to get where I'm at now. You feel me? And I've still got my foot halfway in the door. Like my foot ain't, I'm still trying to kick the door down. You feel me? So like, but I'm a lot farther than where I began, you know what I'm saying? And like ultimately, like, when I know I get to where I'm headed, like niggas better not ask. Sorry, but people should not be asking me for that, because you ain't asked me for nothing before.
He's like,
you know what I'm saying? and most of the people that I'm speaking for future terms, most of the people that will ask, you ain't do nothing to add value to the situation in the beginning. So I'm already hit, bro. I'm already hit. Like because I work really hard to put the time in. Like they say, you got to put in your 10,000 hours to your craft in order to become a master at it. And bro, like I'm at like 6,500. But it's a lot better than zero. You know what I'm saying? So
I was listening. I was watching Remy Ma on Drink Champs or whatever, and she was like, yeah, sometimes, you know what I mean, like people will be like, oh, I know you got it. So I know I got it, and I'm trying to keep it.
All things money. All things money.
He's like, if I keep giving it away, I'm not going to have it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I'm going to try to put you at least in a position to get your own money, but hand out. So I'm not trying to
I already say to myself all the time, I already know who coming.
Yeah.
And in my head, I already know who coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yo, man, I ain't trying, you know what I mean? I'm trying to stay on top, but yo, listen, man, I say like, yo, if you ain't with this, like if you're not like, yo, I'm gonna teach you the game, I'm gonna tell you what to do, whatever. If you ain't with that, then like you shouldn't be asked, you know what I mean? Like, no, like, yo, it's not fair. Like, how is that fair for someone to ask you for something when you put in time
that you never get back? And I think people lose that. Like, time is the most valuable thing that you have, bro. Because you never know how much you got left.
At all.
You never know how much time you got left, bro. So why would I ever play with my time? Why would I do that?
Yo, it's like, it's really like, it's disrespectful. Like I don't like, yo, that conversation, that's a whole different It's a whole different conversation, bro.
The time, money, effort, you know what I mean?
Before you even see anything.
Facts, bro.
Before you see anything. Before you see anything.
And then once it start coming in,
like everybody
wants a piece of that.
Always knew, like
No. Yo, it's crazy, bro. And like I said, I'm still kicking the door down. But it's still people that see me like a lot farther than where I was, and still be like, yo, bro, can I hold something? I'm like, bro, like, no. I got a child to feed. Like, what you think I'm about to feed another man for? Like, no, I gotta feed myself and my kid. That's my only responsibility at the end of the day. And you didn't help me get none of the stuff that I got. So why would I try to do that? Don't look at me funny because I work for mine. You know what I'm saying? You asking for it. So
I think it's weird to ask another man for anything. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't, you know, let's work together on something, or I need your help as a friend.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
can
I'm
give
saying?
you value. I can tell you how to get some bread or something, this, that, and the third. But like, I'm not about to just give it to you.
Like for me, it all depends. Like if you coming to me in a partnership, a business proposal,
a plan,
a plan. You know what I mean?
A plan.
I'm trying to. If you saying like, yo, if you give me $5, I could turn it into 15.
Yeah.
Now we talking.
Let's go.
But you know what I mean? Let's do it. You know what I mean? But if you talking about give me $5 and I'm gonna give you your $5
I'm gonna give it back to you in like a month.
Like, yo, what's up?
Come on, bro.
Like,
Yeah,
yo, nah,
bro.
man, you can't. Do
Honestly, I won't even open the message, honestly, at that point. For real. I don't even entertain that shit no more. Like,
Yeah,
shit
bro.
is corny,
I'm
bro.
telling
But nah,
I don't got nothing.
for sure.
I don't got nothing for you. I don't got nothing for you. Nothing.
Yeah, facts.
Nathan.
Nada.
Yo.
Nada. Nah, like you said though, Deli, like I sorry to cut you off, but like I know who coming with me for sure, and the people that like been there for sure, I'm definitely going. Yo, thank you for being there, thank you for supporting me, thank you for, you know what I'm saying, just sharing me even when people couldn't see it, you know what I'm saying, but you may not have even saw it, but you still believed in me because you was my friend, you know what I'm saying, like. Some people go and see your vision, but not everybody's going to because it's yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody can look through your eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the people that actually, you know what I'm saying, want to help, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be straight for sure.
And like to kind of piggyback off that, even when we have the conversations at Jevin's party, you like, yo, you need to get this, that, I can help you out with that, you know what I mean?
Sure.
And it's like it's a mutual, like, you know what I mean? It's helping out, like, yo, I can do this. But another question I have for you, so like, I know how important, you know, as a creative it is to market yourself and things like that. So I see you constantly putting videos out, you're on brand, you got your shirt, your hat, you know what I'm saying? So
you know what I'm
like,
saying? Manifest it.
Exactly. So like, how you kind of like balance that, but also like just put that out? How do you market the way that you market?
So in our day and age, social media is like king for sure. Like social media is really like the way to promote yourself the best. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately you could reach people who you may not come in contact with on a daily. You know what I'm saying? Just through social media, you can have your product reach somebody else that lives in, I don't know, Japan or Australia. You know what I'm saying? We over here in America. Like, social media is like, yes, because honestly, like when it comes down to running ads and, you know, just building up your brand in general, because branding, like the one thing I also learned in my journey too is like, you are your brand, like at all times. When you step out, how you talk, how people see you, everything, what they see, that is your brand. So you always need to carry yourself in that aspect. So like I said, social media, when it comes to Instagram, Facebook, TikTok especially, TikTok is crazy. Like I was telling you at Jevin's, like TikTok is a way right now to organically grow like that, because like you can really have something that, and you don't like. I had a video on TikTok where I was talking about I'm not going out because I'm making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, taking care of my kid on a Friday night, and there was so many parents that could relate to what I was saying, because that's not even just an excuse. That's actually like what I'm doing on a Friday night. Like I can't go to the club right now because I gotta go take care of my baby. You know what I'm saying? So TikTok is a way for people to organically grow just off of being who they are. You know what I'm saying? Just be yourself, and then ultimately it's promoting your brand because you are your brand. So I would say social media for sure. For sure.
So if like, let's say for an example, like, you know what I mean, I want to be an artist. How do I set up a plan in a way to like I can monetize it, so I can see like how do I get money without, you know, getting a major, you know, deal or whatever. How can I do it on my own and make money? Like, how do you monetize it?
Okay. Well, so it's going to be different for every artist, but I can just tell you from my personal experience, like I said, I started making music for fun, but then once I found out that I could actually monetize it, I found a distributor. So there's a bunch of different distributors like United Masters, TuneCore, Ditto, DistroKid, CD Baby. There's a whole list of platforms that will put your music out to Spotify, Apple Music, all these different platforms, Instagram, TikTok, all that. And that's really how you can make money from your music besides doing like shows. You feel me? But it takes a while to get to that point. You feel me? You gotta be kind of like well known a little bit before you can get like booked to get paid for the shows. You know what I'm saying?
How much are they like charging as a distributor?
So every distributor is different. Like some will charge you per song, some will charge you for an annual fee, and then you can just release as many songs as you want for free. Well, for free. Some like it's all depends on which route you go. But that's like first step. That's step number one. You got to get off of the free platform. I don't want to say get off. You can still put the songs out there on there, but if you want to monetize, like realize that this is what you want to do. Put it out on Spotify, Apple Music, all these platforms that people are listening to their music on. So,
So like Apple Music, Tidal.
They'll put it up on all of the platforms for sure. So. Yeah, but that's where you should start. Get a distributor.
How do you find that? Like, where do you go?
YouTube.
YouTube
got the answer to everything. If you don't know, yo, how can I get my music monetized? That's the first thing I'm gonna say. They'll be like, distributor. Boom. Here you go.
Damn, that's dope.
So, being an artist, and I would say an entrepreneur too.
Definitely.
What's been the biggest challenge so far?
Trying to balance like my everyday life with music and everything else I got going on. Because I got family. And I want to do things with my friends and everything. But it's hard because you gotta try to balance. You gotta try to balance your time. You know what I'm saying? But once I have my daughter, and shout out to her because like she's my ultimate motivator. You gonna find the time. You know what I'm saying? You gonna find the time, and not everybody got kids. I'm not gonna say that you need to have kids to do that, but you can make a schedule to really like plan out like, all right, this is how my day is gonna go. You know what I'm saying? And like you can make the time for the things that you want to do. So, but my biggest challenge has definitely been trying to like balance social life with entrepreneurship.
Yeah,
facts. That's a thing. Next question. 5 to 10 years from now, where do you see yourself?
Not living here in New Jersey. Probably somewhere warm. I want to say California.
Texas.
I'll say somewhere warm. I don't know exactly where that's going to be, but somewhere warm for sure.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to be like not having to do a whole bunch of extra stuff to make bread. My music is definitely going to be streamed worldwide. Like everybody
Do you see yourself like kind of doing the things that like you were paying for in the beginning?
In 10 years, no. 5 years, probably still.
Okay.
Yeah, because 5 years is really not a long time.
It's not.
It's really not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think like there's certain things I still have to do for sure. But long term thinking like nah, because I'm still technically early in the music game for like I've only been doing this for 5 years, and like you learn a lot, but when you do it independently, it's a longer process to get where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have the extra funding.
From the machine.
You know what I'm saying?
The machine.
So, but yeah, for 5 years for sure, I'll still have to do a couple of things, but 10 years, nah.
What would take you right now to sign a deal? So I know before you said no. What would take for you to sign a deal?
Somebody would have to come to me and actually invest in me, not just my music. They would have to see the value that I can actually bring long term, not just a quick fix for as a label. I just want some money. You know what I'm saying? They need to be able to see like, oh, this man actually understands like he can mix and master his music. You know what I'm saying? He has the connections and the way that he talks to people that he can go in any room and be his genuine self and show the world like, this is what I represent and stand on that with his music. You know what I'm saying? So they would have to really see me for me. You know what I'm saying? Not just as like a ticket. You know what I'm saying?
I remember Nas once he was saying he was like run it, sign yourself. You know what I mean? That's a major key. So like, do you see yourself opening up, you know, your own label and then looking out for other artists?
BeeGr8 Entertainment for sure. Because honestly, like where I'm at now, you know, when I get to where I feel like I know I'm headed,
Yeah.
I want to be able to help artists not have to go through all the things that I went through because I can like coach them. You know what I'm saying? I can teach them like, you don't gotta do this or you need to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain pathways that I had to take in order to learn like, nah, that's not the best route. You know what I'm saying? But like I said earlier, you gotta try everything.
Yeah.
So I would definitely want to own a label one day for sure. BeeGr8 Entertainment for sure. And I'm putting that on All Things Money podcast today. For sure.
Nah, that's dope.
Yeah, I fuck with you, man.
Thank you, bro.
You have I like people who know where they're going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who have a
I
plan.
see.
Even if it don't, God forbid, even if it don't get there, at least you're making efforts to get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's really a beautiful thing and an inspiring thing at that.
Honestly, it's the confidence for me. Like I remember,
love it, man.
I remember it was a couple weeks ago, Jevin birthday party. He was like, "Yo, this next, I'm out."
Yo, wait, let's get into that. Let's get into that.
Let the people know what's next.
Yo,
what's coming.
So what's today's date? April 1st?
April 1st.
Yo, I'm dropping a song April 15th.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna give y'all the name. Just know OKB, OKA, triple Y, BEE is dropping a song April 15th.
Ooh.
And once y'all hear this song, I'm out of here, bro.
Yo.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Gone.
There's no way that I'm not out of here, bro, because I'm feeding everybody's, what they want to sing along to is it's an everyday thing. I made this song. I'm gonna give you the little backstory how I made the song.
Okay.
Y'all ever listen to music when y'all in the shower?
Yeah, I do.
Y'all ever have your speaker playing like loud, whatever?
Yeah.
Alright, do y'all have your phones notifications ever go off while you try to listen to music?
Blow your shit a little bit.
Okay. When you hear this song, you will understand.
Yeah.
Because it happens to all of us when we listen to music in the shower.
Yeah.
So they gonna be like, dang.
I wish people could like see the look when he gave. He was like, "Yo, we was at Jevin house drinking, having a good time or whatever." And I don't know how I said was like, "Yo, what's next?" He was like, "Yo, this next song, I'm out of here."
I'm out of here.
Like, yo, he looked me like he was.
I'm out, bro.
He looked me right in my eyes like he was so serious.
Like,
take off.
Because I already know exactly how I'm about to market it. My rollout is about to be crazy, and I feel like I never took the time to actually sit down at a song like a single and like do a rollout. This is that one for sure.
Do you think it's better to do a video first and then
now with how like social media is, bro? TikTok. Like I'm about to go crazy on TikTok, and it's gonna be so organic because like I said, people are gonna be able to relate to this song and the fact that like I'll just tell y'all the name of the song. It's called "Stop Calling."
Stop calling.
Stop calling. So like, if I'm in the shower, right? Why are you blowing up my phone? But people don't know that, you know what I'm saying? But like, you trying to listen to music.
In your head, you gotta stop calling my phone.
Exactly. Like, I'm just trying to listen to my music. I'm just trying, you know what I'm saying? So then once I made a song about it and y'all hear the song, I'm gonna be like, dang, like, it really like makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So, but honestly, like, my rollout and how I'm about to promote the videos, and I'm not gonna just do one single video. I feel like one single video will come after I blow. That's how I think about it. Like, like once it go crazy, and then people are like, all right, now I need to see the artist.
Okay.
Like, I need to see exactly what it is. So.
A lot of people drop the audio.
And then the video.
For sure.
Yeah, right. But I seen like some artists drop the video, and then you know what I mean. It all
sometimes people drop the video, and audio, and then it just depends on the song, I guess.
It depends on the song, and it also depends on the artist too. For sure.
Because they did that with "Life Is Good," Drake and Future. They did that.
Once you know it's going crazy, like yo, we got that.
Yeah, for sure.
Dang, I can't wait for that.
I'm out of here, bro. I'm out.
So, what would you tell your younger self?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Yeah. Right now, today, what would you tell your younger self?
That's a great question, bro. I'm glad you asked that because now I really have to think about it.
What would you tell your younger self?
One, you're not crazy.
Let me tell you something. Because they're going to make you feel like you're crazy.
You're like, what?
One, you're not crazy. You gotta go through it in order to grow through it. And honestly, bro, don't be scared to make mistakes, because I feel like in the beginning, like I was so very beginning, I was so like, damn, what is people gonna think about me? You know what I'm saying? Like, how they gonna Are they going to accept this, that, and the third? That I'm trying to do this, that, and the third. They know me for this, and now I'm trying to do this. Are you going to be? Man, don't be scared to make mistakes and forget what people say, bro. Like forget people's opinions, bro. At the end of the day, you get one life.
Right.
You don't get no second chance.
One chance.
One chance.
No second chance. So if you're not actively going after exactly what it is that you want to do, because you gotta live with your decision at the end of the day, bro. Then what are you really doing? So just I would say continue to chase purpose, and not people.
Continue to chase purpose.
Because being a creative, it's backlash.
Yeah.
When you put yourself out there.
Yeah.
As far as podcasts.
It's a frustration process.
Bro.
So
you know what I mean? People go in the comments, your music is trash.
Insanity.
You know what I mean? Just saying anything.
You gonna see everything.
So
insanity, yo.
Yeah.
I remember this was like the first time that I really paid for an ad or whatever. It was like, yo, man, I hope you lose all your money, it's I'm like, yo, it's really
wild.
It's wicked out here, yo.
Wicked.
It's a wicked world.
What's that? What was that for?
Nah, this is when I I put out my book.
You just putting your book out?
And then I did an ad and they was going crazy like, oh, I hope you lose all your money, what they say? Capitalist society, that's what I'm promoting and I'm like, yo, what? I'm trying to teach people how to not live check to check, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put my people on, you know what I mean? But it's you know what I mean, it's a wicked world, so it's like, you know what I mean, battling that and just taking and like when you just put yourself out there, you put your art out there, yo, you gotta accept criticism.
You gotta be willing to know what comes with it.
Yeah,
for sure. Because that's definitely like criticism is going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah. But
ultimately, if you got a plan and you got a goal and you stay with that tunnel vision, it's going to get done.
Right.
It's going to get done.
Right.
Like, and you got to keep telling yourself that no matter what, it's going to get done. Like, the work is always going to get done.
Yeah.
So, you just got to stay true to your purpose.
That's it, yo. And that's it's so crazy, but like, yo, you really gotta be. I seen this tweet. I think Naya, shout out to Naya, but she was like, yo, in order to win, you gotta be willing to fail. Yo. That's it, yo.
Too many people are scared to fail.
That's it, bro. You really gotta take. You like, yo, I could really lose.
You gotta take risks, though.
That's the biggest thing. If you're not ready to lose, you ain't ready to win.
Yeah, you're not, yo.
Right.
That's a fact, yo.
Straight up.
Every successful person failed multiple times.
Absolutely. More
times.
probably than the average person who didn't take risks. So many losses, yo.
So many losses.
Can't even describe it, yo. Lost.
You
got the
what would you tell an up and coming artist that wanna make music and don't really know
what to do
or
how to go about it?
What would you tell them?
Don't follow the masses. Be true to who you are and what you want to do. But also find how to brand yourself, because I feel like a lot of times music is like it's a business. It's like 80% business and 20% like music, which is crazy. Which it shouldn't be like that. You feel me? It should, like, the music should be able to speak for itself, but people ultimately want to know who you are. Yeah. So you need to find a way of how to brand yourself
to connect with the people
and to connect and find your audience. Like that would be my second form of advice. So like learn how to brand yourself. Like what is the message that you're trying to put off as the type of artist you are. Like and then find out who your audience that gravitates to that message. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So where can the people find your music? You know what I mean?
You can find me everywhere. I'm on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, OKA, 3 Ys, space BEE. Because we buzzing. I just say it like that.
Yeah, bro. I really want to, reiterate and give B his flowers.
Thank you.
Why he's here.
Thank you.
He's really pushing the envelope.
Thank you.
He goes on the gram. He motivates people. Inspires people. He keeps going. Life can be tough. In life we can be hit with curveballs.
Exactly.
But obviously
we gonna look back on this. You know what I mean? This recording and be like, yo. You know what I mean? We was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
Yeah, for sure.
He keeps going. When life hits you hard, You know, you just keep going.
For sure.
Don't let life defeat you.
For sure.
Don't let life, make you. You just gotta keep going.
For sure.
So, I appreciate you for.
I appreciate y'all for having me on here for real. Honestly, like I want to give y'all flowers because we need more platforms like this where people like us can see people like us giving the gems that we never were taught. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So honestly, like y'all doing it big for real. Like I don't care that this is episode 6. Y'all, listen, bro. The fact that y'all actually doing it is a lot, bro. It's a lot, bro. We need more of that in our culture because people that look like us, they don't always come from the best situations. They don't know about anything financial standpoint. Like they don't really know the things that these wealthy people know. You know what I'm saying? They don't take the time to look because they be like, I can't relate to this person because I don't look like them. You know what I'm saying?
And it's so, I think like that's why like it was so important for you to really come on this show because a lot of times people negate what they truly want to do because of financial situations, because of this this is maybe not stable enough, so let me be an engineer or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was like very important that like you can do this and you know what I mean, do other things and still have that hustle and that spirit and you can still do it.
Absolutely.
Things like that. So
I'll definitely encourage everybody that's listening, like you are not your current situation is not your final destination.
Right.
So where you at right now, like just know it's just a phase in your life that you just gotta get through. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? Your shoulders back and keep going. Like it's gonna be obstacles in the road, and especially the more you elevate, the more success that you reach, you're gonna find more roadblocks that continue to hit you, bro. Like me, I done been through so many personal battles in my life to the point where like somebody that wasn't like me, they probably fold.
Yeah.
But I look at it like this, bro. Like God gives his hardest battles to his strongest shoulder, bro. And like at the end of the day, you control the outcome of your life. So if you want to be stuck in a place where you feel like, okay, I'm not there yet, so I'm not going to do nothing about it, you always going to be stuck. Or you can just keep your head up, shoulders back, and keep going, and you going to get there, for sure.
Thanks,
For sure.
Okay, B.
Okay, B.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you for having me, for sure.
Of course, we out of here. We
out of here, man.
I'm ready, man.
Can we play his music in the background?
That was a weak ass sign off. I just had to let
It
you
was.
know.
It was?
Yeah, it was. I wanted to
Can we keep going?
It's still recording, nigga. Just do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I could just press play. Or record.
We out of
Saved
here.
it?
Yeah.
Fuck is that?
Nah, it's still going.
Alright, cool.
You know what you about to say? You going?
Nah, you said weak sign off.
So
I thought that shit was clean.
Sign off, nigga. Who are y'all? Who are we?
So, we appreciate you for having us. I enjoyed the conversation, bro. You shared some gems.
Facts.
Blessed episode. I want you to really take a look at the setup. Next time you're on here, bro, it's gonna be different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we gotta get y'all some mics.
Yeah, we gonna upscale everything. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because honestly, right now in my head, our biggest competitors are Drink Champs. $1 million worth of game.
Absolutely.
I don't even want to say we're competing with them, but
I'm about to say, we don't compete with us, bro.
Yeah, we're going to be on that level.
That's facts.
We just take a look at the setup. Next time we're on here, we're going to see a whole different.
If y'all need a mixing engineer to mix your podcast, hit me up.
Hey, gotcha, man.
See right there, partnership.
Okay, B. All things money. You heard this is episode 6.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, subscribe,
comment.
Share. If you have any questions, DM us. All Things Money on Instagram. We actually have a Twitter page too. You can mention us there. YouTube.
Coming to TikTok.
Apple.
TikTok coming soon.
Apple Podcast. Check us out, man. We're not playing no games.
No games.
No
Zero.
games.
What's the move? What you wanna do? Tell me what's the move. I be getting to the racks, now I can't lose. Had to go and get it back, now I got to.